Good afternoon. An essay, Hamas, a Failure of Empathy. Jan Stephen Kavanagh, PhD, October 10, 2023. Reflecting on the horrific war launched by Hamas on Israel, Israel's soldiers given the permission to show no mercy. Time to get the killing done. The grave question hanging over this explosive barbary of war is how this murderous rage was not seen coming by intelligence. The issue, I believe, is not a failure of intelligence, but rather a failure of empathy. Empathy is clear seeing. If there is to be war, clearly see your enemy. It's the key to victory. Otherwise, it's projections that cloud the vision. As McNamara learned, the architect of the Vietnam War, when he concluded in his life review, clear seeing. If he had empathy for Vietnam, and Ho Chi Minh in particular, the need for that war avoided. So clear in review that US and Vietnam could align against China, not as enemies, but as friends. And that was the answer. So also we ask or note the lack of imagination to project into the mindset of Hamas, particularly its young men. Feel their rage building. 2 million plus people living in essentially a prison ghetto. It is only human. Only a matter of time until that rage explodes. I come to mind the Warsaw Ghetto and how the Jews eventually said enough and fought it out. Only a matter of time until that rage explodes, and oh my, it did. This is war the way war was fought as in biblical times. Slaughter and rape of the innocent. And I note how we all stood by to let that rage build. Collectively, we did nothing about it. In this way, I believe we are all responsible for this horrific expression of war. Finding peaceful ways through justice to address Palestinian rage could have avoided this war. Now our prayer is, when the killing is done, and it will end, out of 2 people's blood sacrificed to war, emerges 2 peoples living side by side in an age of peace. God willing, our prayer.